Hey guys, well, welcome back. Yeah, it's that time. It's a remember when time. Time to get all upset because we remember when, and it's not there anymore. But it is there, because it's right here, man. We ain't going nowhere, and it's here. Spring's upon us now, and I got my 55 insured, I got my 52 insured, and yes, next week my 58's insured. I'm missing a couple little pieces. Fuck, I went through the basement, thought I had everything I needed. Final couple little pieces are missing. Holds you up a little bit. But better always to take your time than rush and force something. So, I will have 3 of them insured here within a week. 2 are insured right now, so that's not bad. 3 cars insured, plus I got my 76 insured. So, and I might even put Black Betty back on the road. So there we go, that'll be 5 vehicles. That's enough for at the moment, I think, don't you? Anyway. Last night, coming home with my little 52 Chevy, and I don't know about you guys, call me crazy. Do you ever see something or hear a certain sound or you get a certain smell and it just, for that instant, your mind is somewhere else? I know, I sound wacko right now. I was never around in the 50s. I think I'm an old soul deep down inside. I think maybe if I had a past life, I was there. I don't know. Because I get all these weird feelings sometimes with certain things like I just described. Smells, things I see, things I hear, even just a song on the radio. It just, boom. It's like for that instant, it takes you where you really want to be. I know some of you guys have experienced this. You must have. I just love driving my cars. And I guess where I'm getting with it here is, remember, and I know there's a lot of magazines have written about it. A lot of you gentlemen out there that are older than me, which I look up to, you've talked about it. Remember when you were growing up, you had a special place, you had places you'd cruise to. Friday night, maybe you went to the A&W, then you went to the Dog Insides, or whatever you call your places. Maybe you went to the Dairy Queen. I don't know. Everyone had different little places. You know, you'd cruise over to one, then you'd cruise to the next, and you'd cruise to the third one. But I guess I'm getting at is back then you could cruise the strip. Remember that? Cruise the strip. Up and down, up and down. Not allowed anymore today. They don't want you out there doing that. I guess it's just because, let's face it, and it's a sad thing to say, but the world's getting a little overpopulated, unfortunately. You may think that's a dick thing to say, but it's the truth. It's getting a little overpopulated, and what do you do about it? You push on, right? But you could cruise the strip. You had somewhere to go. It was something fun to do. You weren't hurting anybody. Sure, there were some guys racing on the street, but that's when all of a sudden they got rid of that and they started bringing out drag strips, right? It's not the smartest thing to do, race on the street, but let's face it, we've all done it. We've all punched our vehicle off a line when we're next to someone and kind of racing between lights. Fuck. RCMP are watching right now. I still do it once in a blue moon. You know what I mean? But I don't do it if I'm in the heart of traffic. Some guy wants to do that right in the middle of downtown where there's people not around. Yeah, well, you go right ahead, idiot. You got to have a little common sense, but you're out in the back road somewhere and some guy pulls up alongside you. It's all right to have a little fun once in a while, right? Come on. That's what I talk about when I say you break the rules occasionally. It was just neat. I remember when I was going, we used to go in Langley. We had the A&W, and then from there it got closed down, and it was Mr. Burger. And then from Mr. Burger, they went over to the Java Hut. And all of a sudden, when things were starting to shut down, people were going to several different places. Nobody knew where to meet anymore, so they were getting scattered amongst a little town, and they call it Langley. They were getting scattered amongst there, and everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people were getting pissed off. Oh fuck, are they going here? They're going there. Where are they going? I was like, what do you mean? This is what it was in the 50s. Why are you guys getting all so mad? You guys should remember this. You'd cruise to one spot, then the next spot to see who's over there, then the next spot, then you'd come back to where you were. That was cruising. It was fun. It seems like nowadays all people want to do on cruise night is go to the destination that they're going to and park their fat ass on the chair all night long, which I shouldn't say is a bad thing. I mean, it's Thursday night tonight here, so we got cruise night in Chilliwack. I think in the 7 years I've lived here, I've probably gone maybe 5 times. And if I do go in, I roll in and I roll out. Or if I do, I'll park and I'll look for a bit and I go again. Because I like to drive, I like to cruise, I like to show my car off, I like to have fun with it. That's just me. But there's nothing wrong with sitting there and you're bullshitting with your friends and all that. What I'm getting at here is that we don't have cruise nights. We don't have roads we can cruise up and down anymore. And last night when I was coming home, for one instant, there was something, I don't know what it was, because I didn't have the radio on. I think it was just, it's going to sound stupid, I think it was just the setting of coming home last night, the lighting, the sound of that car of mine. I was driving old Bittersweet, the 52, the rumble of those pipes, and something took me back instantly. As if I was in the 50s and I was heading out somewhere. Like, you know, and I don't know. For instant. It's a shame that we don't have these cruises anymore. I mean, it's awesome that every town, I'm sure all you guys watching will say, yeah, we got a cruise night here. It's on Friday night. It's at Dunkin' Donuts, and we got one over here. It's at Mr. Mike's, and we got one over here. And they're great. Let's not stop those. Please don't stop them. But wasn't it cool just to cruise up and down the street, back and forth? Some car shows, actually, when they have a car show in town, they do that. Like Bulletproof in Chehalis, Washington. It's an old 50s town. Look it up. Bulletproof, Chehalis, Washington. That town, the main street, is like 50s Mecca. And they have cruise night there Saturday night. And I swear to God, you're in American Graffiti. I'm telling you, honestly. Look it up right now on YouTube. I'm sure people have got videos up there of it. The problem is, too, nowadays, is if you do start cruising the same street back and forth, because of the way society has become, people get paranoid a little bit, and they're like, what's that guy doing? Is he trying to break in? Is he scoping me out? Or is he a pedophile? Or is he looking to pick up drugs? Or, you know, you almost can't cruise the strip anymore because people think you're up to no good. And then someone says to me, oh, they saw you cruising the strip. What were you up to? Ha, ha, ha. And it's like, I drive my old car. I'm cruising the strip. Really? You can't do it anymore. You know, I mean, but what a shame. Yeah. Springtime's here, guys, so get those cars out. Go to your cruise night. Take the long way there this time. Do that one for me. Take the long way. Cruise whatever is the back way there and just enjoy yourself. Crank up the old tunes and just remember how it was, you know? Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Those were just the days. Cruising. If you weren't cruising, you were losing. Remember that? That was a show back in the 80s, I think. I think it was called Cruising Northwest or something. Used to be on Saturday mornings. I can't remember the guy's name now. Struck a blank, but he said, if you ain't cruising, you're losing. Oh, man. Anyway, hey, guys. Hopefully I struck a little memory spot with you. Hopefully I'll get some good stories out of this one. Thanks again. It's always a good time at Old Time. I love you guys out there. And hey, we'll see you next time. Big thumbs up. Spring is here. We're cruising, man. Get with it.